I'm so blessed to be standing here surrounded by the Colorado Rocky Mountains, framed in the wonder and beauty of God's creation. It is so beautiful and peaceful, yet in the midst of this beauty, there is so much sorrow and pain. Children alone and lost, abandoned by their families, are struggling each day just to survive, to find a warm place to sleep, to find a meal, some morsel to sustain them, and most of all, to find love. God has called me and the 40-plus volunteers involved in Refuge City Ministries to bring His Word, and most importantly, His love, to the homeless youth of Denver. Whether it be the 18-year-old girl pregnant with her third child, who ran away from a home where she had been sexually molested by her brothers for years, or the 14-year-old boy I found in tears on a park bench. He had just arrived in Denver from Detroit. His father didn't meet him at the bus station and no longer lived at the address he had given his son. The boy was totally abandoned and alone in a city he didn't know anybody in. Or the 18-year-old boy who was a product of an affair by his mother, whose husband hated the boy and beat him mercilessly until at 14 the boy ran away from home and now is facing a long prison term for the thefts he committed just to survive. Or the young man who lost his wife and infant son in an automobile accident and just gave up on life. The youth that suffers from a severe case of spina bifida, and whose mother kicked him out of the home and refuses to give him his SSI so he can survive. I could go on, case after case of youth who have been abandoned by their families. As one of our ministries, God has led us to open a community center for homeless youth located at 1229 South Broadway. This center is operated totally by volunteers. All funds go to rent and programs to help these youth. In the first 5 months, we have touched the lives of over 150 homeless youth. I ask you pray for this ministry, and if it's God's will, that you also help fund this center. As you listen to each of the stories, I also ask that you pray for these youth. Thank you. God bless you and your family. All right.